Okay, so let's make sure I have this thing working again, right? Come on, why is this thing not working? It always does this, always, every time. I want to get my timer going on, and then here we go. But you know what? I think I'm gonna cut it short today, okay? Because I know you guys are like talking, like, oh man, what are you doing? Here we go. There we go. This one should work. Did it work? Yes, 45 seconds. We're gonna go for it. Get the show on the road, right? And then so let's see what happens. So let me refresh my pages. Make sure I have people. See if it's going on, and the people are going, oh no, what's he doing today? Okay, so let's see. All right. Anyways, there's gonna be no laugh tracks, no nothing. It's just me doing my stuff. All right, here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, live from Los Angeles, California, Big Daddy Shin's proud to present. Wait, hold on. Big Daddy Shin. Yeah, this guy right here. Big Daddy Shin's proud to present Worldwide Wednesday. Woo! Okay, anyways, today. The people that know Worldwide Wednesday, okay? Worldwide Wednesday is usually when my students or people, they wanted to ask me questions and go, okay, hey, what about this, and just talk about different things here and there, okay? But what happens is lately, a lot of people like, they just want me to just talk. And you know what? It's one of those times where people just want to, just hear different things. So anyways, today, I decided I'm going YouTube instead of Instagram, and I'm going to hit the topic on COVID. Oh, hold on. COVID-19. Boo, boo. Otherwise known as the China virus. Boo, boo, boo. Okay. So you guys might think, hey, why are you picking that subject today? That's horrible. And so I don't want to get political and stuff on you, but whatever. But yesterday, okay, November 17th, 2019, that's a day that changed all of our lives. That's the day that the person that got the first case of the China virus in China, Wuhan, the person they say ate a bat, and then all of a sudden, coronavirus, COVID-19. And now look at us. We're shut down for like 2 years. It's like, oh, okay. So the thing is, people, they're just like, this whole thing, people were talking about whether it's manufactured or if it was real. And so most of you guys know that, I'm a total like unmasker, and, I think it's whatever, I was an Orange County guy most of my life. Well, Orange County, California. So now I don't have anything against being the whole thing with people that masked. And yes, people know people that passed away from getting this thing. And I am one of the people that, dude, man. So what happened is I'm one of the people that I had a friend that passed away from COVID. True story. I had a friend that passed away from the flu. True story. But that was years ago. We're like, dude, he's a marathon dude, and people pass away from that kind of stuff. So in the beginning, right? Yeah, I remember it's like just like it was yesterday, but it was 245 days ago when we just got shut down in March, right? But before, when people are like, oh, it's dangerous, and then some people are like, oh no, it's not that bad. It's just like catching the flu or whatever. But it's like, and then when Trump, he shut down everybody, like from going to China. It's like, hey, the people can't come here. It's like, no, you're being racist, and all that kind of stuff. And then now that they find out that it's from there, then they're like, no, we need to shut them down. Or I remember when like Pelosi's like dancing in San Francisco. Oh, it's no big deal. Now she's dancing in like the hair salons, with Newsom at that laundry place that he ate the last. See, that's the thing that pisses me off too. Without getting, no, okay, to get political, they shut us down, and the governor's saying like, hey, you can't go hang out with more than 6 people on Thanksgiving, and you have to wear a mask when you eat, and you have to wear the mask in between chewing your food, right? And that dude shows up at this I forget what it's called. It's like Chinese Laundry or whatever it is. It's like some really fancy place. He's hanging there with like 12 people, just hanging out, like just eating like it's no big deal, like a party, a birthday party. And then does he get crap for it? No, not really. They're like, oh, well, he's just being himself. And so the thing is about with this whole thing, I'm one of the people that like is. I'm not happy about the whole COVID thing. I'm not happy about having to stay home. And normally my place is like super clean, but since I'm stuck at home, it's like, I got an exercise bike right here. I got stuff everywhere. It's like, oh my gosh. No, I'm kidding. It looks like that anyway. But the main thing is, it's like people, they're stuck at home and you guys are forced, and then they want to put like curfews on us and just dictate how we're going to be. And I don't think it's right, but there's not much that we could do about it because somebody higher than the, yeah, right, Harold, right. Happy birthday, COVID. Well, it's a horrible, birthday thing, but it's one of those things where it's like, it's been a year since that first person took the thing and did it. Now, if you remember, a lot of people were giving the Chinese people a bunch of crap, even though the thing is, it's like, I love Chinese people, right? I mean, I have a bunch of Chinese best friends. They're all blaming, oh, they're eating this stuff. You don't hear that so much stuff about it anymore, right? They changed the story, right? Now it's like, then they're saying, oh, it's a manufactured drug in like Wuhan. It's like they changed the story there too. They go, oh, it's a natural thing and, whatever, right? We're only going to shut down the place for, for like 2 weeks right? And, oh, we're going to put the Mercy Hospital out there and the thing. So overflow of hospitals. Okay, I get it. But then 2 weeks turned into 2 months. And then pretty soon now Biden's saying like, oh, 2 years. It's like, all right, I know a lot of my friends, they want to go back to normal, right? They want to be like, hey, I can't. Do you remember those good old days when we used to be able to do this, this, and this? Yeah, I remember those days. Like today, going out to eat with my friend. Yeah, that was awesome. Because here's the deal. Okay, I told you that like one of my friends passed away from COVID. I mean, it sucks. Okay, but the thing is like, I had probably like, I don't know, 6 people that I knew pass away this week, or not the week, but since it started. But one was a motorcycle accident, one I think another accident, but it was there's stuff that it wasn't related to that. And then it just sucks just dying, period, right? Some from old age or whatever. But my friend that caught COVID, he worked at a nursing facility. This is when they're saying like, oh yeah, people aren't quarantining and stuff, and everyone's like the whole getting sick everywhere and stuff. And then so he was a music therapist, so he sung for these people every day. I'm like, dude, you got to be careful, man. You're gonna be there. He's essential stuff, and okay, I get it, right? So, anyways, dude gets it, right? And then what happens is he has a quarantine. He has a 10-year-old daughter. And then so he couldn't even see his daughter. I mean, basically, you just I got to stay away from everybody, right? Gets a heart attack, dies. I'm thinking like, oh man, it totally sucks that happened to him, mind you, okay? But I think it's worse that he wasn't able to, like hug his daughter, give her a kiss or just whatever, even the friends and family and loved ones. It's like as soon as he got it and had to quarantine himself, it's like, dude, you got cooties and nobody wants to, I'm thinking like, maybe it's selfish of me, but if I got it like that, and then I don't want people to stay away from me waiting for me to die. That is like the worst, right? And so I thought about it. It's like, you know what? Okay, let's say if my mom got it, God forbid, right? And then they're talking about like all the old people getting all the stuff, whatever. And then oh, yeah, it's like they're talking about what do you call it? Shoot, what was I going to say? They're anyways, whatever the thing is, they're saying like, oh yeah, people, the older people. I'm like, that sucks. It's like, I'm not going to alienate anybody I know, because they have it. Because I told Harold, I mean, we used to hang out a lot. I figure, okay, if you're going to quarantine somebody, you got to quarantine with your buddies that like you hang out every day. We built Jose's house And then Jose, we're all in it together. So it's like, okay, ride or die. One of us gets it, we all get it. I remember. And, then all of a sudden we're just listening to the stats. And they're saying, like, all these people got it. And then you said, like, 10,000 people or 2,000 people got the virus and tested positive. And 50 of them died. And, 47 of them had, the other underlying factors. It's like, okay, so 3, or whatever, right? And then so the numbers were always skewed. And then I reversed it one day thinking like, wait a minute, how many people actually survived, right? So then, when you calculate the survival numbers, you're like, okay, you have a 1% chance of dying. And then so it's like, why are we shutting down everything because of 1%, right? You could go down in like a bad neighborhood and then your odds are a little bit more than 1% of dying, right? So, and then, but now they want to shut down the people's businesses and then talk about like, oh, like red, white, and blue, purple, green, whatever colors they do. And who's determining that, right? I don't know, the same people that are polling that, like Hillary Clinton was going to win. I mean, it's the same people like on the news where they're just telling different things that what people wanted to hear. And then so what happens is I'm upset that I'm seeing some type of control that they're trying to do on us, right? And then I have no idea who the they is. It's like those aliens from another planet. I might get blocked from Facebook for doing this. Who knows, right? But it's just a thing where it's like when you think about the whole thing on this whole year, okay? It's been 1 year now since the coronavirus came into our lives, right? It's like, lucky us. Yeah. But, a lot of people died, but we don't know if they died just from that, or they died because they had high blood pressure, or they had cancer, or because they had COVID, but then they smashed into another vehicle. It's like we don't know, because I don't go out there and look at the stats. It's like, some people just hear it out of passing, just like the next person. But what I do know is that people I know, they have to work, because unless you're one of the fortunate people that have a house and, mortgage and family, all that kind of stuff, it's all about survival, and then they say like, oh yeah, we're going to give you a stimulus, give you $1,000. All right. What's that going to give us? Right? Like less than a month's rent? No, but people, they got that stimulus check and they're buying brand new iPhones and stuff. And it's like, okay, how serious is this? We want more. And now they want like $2,000 a person. And it's like, that's not going to cut it, right? You work at McDonald's. Okay. I found out the places to work out during this time is Costco, Home Depot, and In-N-Out. Because any one of those 3 places, there's super long lines. So people go, oh, I don't have a job, whatever. But, you get a job in one of those places, you're probably making about probably $40,000 a year, right? So that's about like $3,000 a month, whatever. So one stimulus check isn't going to replace your whole year job, right? So that's the whole thing on that where, it's affecting us and people are going crazy. They're going on their second wave of toilet paper now, right? Like in the first, I remember when they did that whole toilet paper thing where it's like, oh, hoarding toilet paper. And people are buying a crap load of toilet paper. Dun-dun-dun, right? And they're trying to resell toilet paper for a ridiculous amount of money. It's like, oh my gosh. That's so, okay, normally if you hear me real life, I use different words. But it's that's what they're doing. And then, all those masks and everything. And then, people like those masks, I think they usually cost like 60 cents, maybe even a quarter or whatever. But then, people started selling like $5 each mask, right? And then so the Latino people in LA, they were making huge business. I heard one dude, he decided to get like his family and they start making the masks and they made a killing. I heard the dude's like a millionaire. I don't know. What was the story? Anyways, I remember Yeah, it was funny. So yeah, Harold, I was buying around toilet paper because okay, here's the thing. I'm a single dude, live in an apartment, low maintenance, right? So I go to Costco and I buy like a toilet paper that I only have one butt to wipe, really. Okay. And then also when I'm driving to school every day and using their gym and showering on the stuff, I'm not using my bathroom that much over here at home, right? Maybe like when I come home, it's like midnight or whatever, but then, I could wait and go to the gym. Who knows, right? Whatever story you want to say. But I had so much toilet paper left. I'm like, gosh, this is ridiculous. But then when people start hoarding it and you couldn't buy toilet paper and people are losing their minds, right? And then people using Xerox paper, newspaper, I don't know. I'm like, oh my gosh, don't tell me this is what lives came to, right? People losing their minds. And then eventually, they're able to release more toilet paper. And then, all those people that bought all those toilet paper, yeah, they're stuck with a bunch of toilet paper, think like, oh, well, you know what, Costco, you can return anything there. It's like, no. They said nope on the toilet paper. But now they're making another run for it. It's like stupid. This is horrible. It's going to be the same thing as last time. Hand sanitizer. What? Like people that go, oh, run out of hand sanitizer, whatever. You could go down the street in any place. There's hand sanitizer everywhere. When you walk in a restaurant or you go to the bathroom, you go whatever. It's like when I go hang out with Harold, it's like there's hand sanitizer everywhere. But for me, I don't use that stuff. The reason why is because hand sanitizer, I think, makes germs stronger, right? It's the reason why cockroaches are so strong. I mean, cockroaches are since dinosaurs' age, right? And then they evolved and they figured out how to live, right? If the dinosaurs were as smart as cockroaches, we'd have dinosaurs around here too. Okay? Anyways, we have cockroaches. So same thing with germs, right? I'm sure these germs just didn't magically appear just like coronavirus. Maybe. Okay? But what happens is once you start, trying to kill it off, these germs learn to evolve and they come back stronger. And they come back stronger and they're pissed. So the thing is, we're creating these super germs and stuff. So if we don't have a mask later on, So mind you this, okay, just in case someone's totally freaking out on me and like swearing at me on this thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's like my Chinese foot massage video. Totally innocent video, but people gave me so much crap, But just so you know, this is half entertainment and half I probably think like this. Because if you know me in person, you know like how I look at stuff, right? It's like I'm about happiness. I want to go out and have a good time. Now, am I going to go out and become a super spreader? No, there's no way. It's like, okay, you know what? All the stuff that the coronavirus taught us, right? It taught people, wash your hands. And then people are like, what? We're supposed to wash our hands? Use soap? It's like, so the thing is, all the different things that they were trying to tell us to do, we're able to do it, right? Make sure you cover your mouth when you cough. It's like, and then so, and then it turns out that a lot of people weren't able to do that. And then so now what happens if people can't do it? What do? You keep them in their homes. And then so now I heard that they're talking about having a lockdown for 4 to 6 weeks, right? And then, you can only go out for essentials. But you know what's going to happen? Everybody's going to do their exercise at Costco. Hey, why are you out? You're not supposed to be out. We're locked down. Oh, I'm going to get toilet paper. Oh, I'm getting food. But it's pretty nuts because, yeah, Vince, 99%. 99%. So when we're dealing with, wait, hold on. Oh yeah, Greg, that's a good point. See, hand sanitizer is starting to smell like tequila. So it's like, wait a minute, are people making tequila out of hand sanitizer? I mean, it's like, I don't know, maybe Costco, like a lot of people weren't, okay, at Costco, the white tequila is pretty good. So I heard. Brown one kind of sucks, right? So maybe they use that Kirkland brown tequila and put it in hand sanitizer, mix it with soap, and then you go hand sanitizer, right? So I don't know. I mean, alcohol to wash your hands, alcohol and all that stuff. I have no idea. I'm not a scientist. So I don't want some people to say like, hey, you and your Worldwide Wednesday, you're spreading all. I'm not spreading anything. I'm just going out, different stuff, looking at the questions. You're going to go out, get arrested for COVID lockdown and for having COVID. Well, okay, here's the thing, right? I think I had COVID in January. You know why? Because I had this like sickness that I'm like, why is my nose running like a faucet? You know, why is like my coughing? It was like when you drink boba and you get it stuck in your throat and then it just won't come out, right? But then even if you drink water and stuff, the thing's still in there, and then eventually the boba comes out, but then another one replaces it. And then I remember it's like every day waking up feel like someone punched me in the face, and then I'm like, wow, this is horrible. But I got over it, right? And later on, they said like, oh yeah, there's a thing called COVID going around, the China virus, and you know, it's making people feel like this. I'm like, oh wow, maybe I got it, right? Who knows? But yeah, see, Harold says he probably had it. A lot of people probably had it. We just didn't know, you know? And then so, you know, I went to the doctor the other day. Okay, yeah. I'm a pretty healthy fat dude. It's like the only thing I have is like high cholesterol, right? But that's probably from all the... I know, CJ. I know, Claudia. So yeah, I know it's probably Mokos, but who knows, right? But yeah, so it's like, you know, I mean, yeah, you know, there's a lot of concerns. You know, yeah, I'm not supposed to eat salt or whatever stuff, right? But like I said, I'm not going to live in fear. And I totally preach people not living in fear. Because once we have people living in fear, then it changes our lifestyle and how we live, okay? So the thing is, we're a strong country. America's a strong country. It's a great country to live in, right? We're America. We're a great country. But what happens is, in order to make it weak, is like you have to divide it or install fear. So I remember when you know, people used to be scared of like, I mean, you know, like at school, you have the fire drill, earthquake drill. Now we have shooter drills, like terrorist drills. I'm like, oh my gosh, when did we have to start worrying about terrorists coming in our schools? You know, I'm like, that's pretty cold-blooded stuff, you know? So you know, when we did that, I was like, wow, our country, our mentality is pretty nuts. So now that people, I always told my students, you know, after the 9/11 attacks, I go, look, you know, they're like, oh, Mr. Shin, you know, this is when I taught like South Central LA. Mr. Shin, we're all scared because what if they bomb us? What if these terrorists come and they like destroy us in here? I go, look, think of it this way. If you're a terrorist, right? You're going to bomb New York City, Dodger Stadium, Disneyland. Okay, I'd be screwed there, right? San Francisco, big cities. Are they going to go and bomb South Central LA? I think you guys are pretty safe here. You're right, Shin. And they're all happy and all that stuff, okay? But what happened is, I mean, it's totally true. But I always told them it's like the terrorists, the reason why they're called terrorists is they want to be able to alter your way of life, right? If they alter, like if you walk a certain way to school and then some bully says, hey, you walk this way, I'm going to beat you up, and you walk another way around, they did their purpose. They made you alter your everyday lives. So that's why I think with this whole COVID thing that was made a year ago, some terrorist thing, they want... Hey, Vince, you better watch out because I think some of my viewers are from there. They're going to come to Vegas and then terrorize your town. So, hold on. Oh, yeah, I got to watch the two different ones because it's like I have, okay. Hold on. Let me catch up these ones. Well, let me finish the thought on this one. What happened is when when you have the whole COVID thing altering our lives, they're really successful because they really screwed up our lives. They altered our thing to, no turning back. Everything imaginable changed. But let me go over here. I was looking at the thing, but sorry, Greg, I'm not neglecting you. Absolutely do not use alcohol. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So, yeah, Greg, he's a lawyer. So thing is, it smells like tequila. Don't drink the hand sanitizer. Even though it smells like tequila, it is not tequila. Thank you, Greg. Because all of a sudden I just realized, oh my gosh, people are going to sue me. It's like, hey, how come so-and-so died? It's like, yeah, well, Big Daddy Shin, he said, drink hand sanitizer. Hey, but you know what? Cockroaches and dinosaurs, they're the same thing. Everybody's equal, right? Ask the libs. No, they don't have to put the hand sanitizer warning, but I don't know. I mean, it's so weird. Okay, I didn't understand, okay, I'm not the smartest dude ever, okay? When I talk to my really smart friends, I could just listen to them. I don't even care what the heck they're talking about, but they just speak, like, oh my gosh, that's pretty interesting. I don't know what you said, but it's really interesting, right? But I feel like, like your average everyday conversation I could probably be involved with, and I know something about it, right? And then so I figure, okay, you know what? Everybody, it's like the same way. Until that talk about the coyotes taking the babies over, and the people go, hey, what are these coyotes, these dogs, these animals carrying the babies over? And I go, oh my gosh, it's horrible. So, okay, for people that think that's true, they need the sign. They need the little thing. Get hand cancer. Seriously. I mean, it's like, you guys, okay, so some of you guys know me personally. I never use a hand sanitizer, and I know that it's just going to make these super germs. It's going to be like Starship Troopers, but at a different level. People are going to try and go, oh, I'm sick, whatever. We're going to get sick from a lot of stuff. I want to get back to the things where people used to shake hands. Because think about it. Okay, I'm going to go off a tangent right here. Okay, one of the things that I really miss is handshaking. The reason why is because when you are a guy, right, you shake another dude's hand, it's like, oh gosh, okay, that's a manly handshake, right? And then someone goes, oh, hi, how are you doing? Dude, you shake your hand, like a girl, right? And then so you're like, okay, the whole like macho thing, whatever. But I remember seeing teaching people, it's like, yeah, you shake your hand, look them in the eye, and they go, wow, there's something like really cool about it, right? But thing is, you have all these like younger people that just complain about everything. Oh no, cry, right? They don't want to shake hands. You know why? They're like they're the ones that shake your hands like this instead of like this, right? So that kind of thing. Yeah, elbow bump. I mean, okay, I get it. The hand fist thing. Fine, I get it. Hold on. Hey, Greg, you know what? I'd probably get like a million followers if that happened. But you know what? I think only like 5 people are watching this thing anyway. So it's like, 1 out of 5. Then people say like, ooh, 20% of Big Daddy Shin's following died from eating his stuff. So, that's the beauty. I could laugh about it. I don't have that many followers, but I appreciate it because you know what? You guys are all my solid friends. I could actually say you guys are my friends. Yeah, so, the people, okay, the hugging thing's not too bad. People are hugging, but what happens is, people, they don't kiss on the cheek anymore. And I don't know. But I remember, I'm glad that people are starting to go. I know, Greg. That's why it's like, the press is going to spin that, right? But they're going to be like, wait a minute, is he Republican or Democrat? Because he teaches in the inner city and, he has all, he's lives in an apartment and he's kind of poor and, they might think that I'm that. He wants free stuff. So, okay, so, yeah. So all these different things on altering, And then get this, it's like a lot of people, they're getting used to like doing all their work from home. Okay. I miss going to school. I'm not going to lie, but I'm thankful that I have my job where I'm a virtual teacher and I stay at home forever. Okay. Because, the flip side is like, okay, I go there, and then when school opens, some little smart rear kid, I got COVID. It's like, oh, shut down school, right? I don't want to deal with that, okay? Or people like, going to work, they don't need the $10,000 a month office anymore. They're going to save $120,000 a year because they could just work at home, right? People don't need to go to movie theaters anymore. You watch it at home. People don't need to go to grocery store because you could order Amazon. It goes on home. It's kind of strange, but it's like you could literally live in a room, bathroom, bed, and your internet, and then you could survive. Okay, Bart Charles, yes, I went to Chinese foot massage the other day, and it was great. Did they mask me? Totally. But thing is, that was the day I had zero sleep. So once they finished the finger thing and got to my feet, I was out. The people could have just said, yeah, you're done. And I wouldn't have known. I really wouldn't have known. So, what is it? Yeah, no, I know. So okay, so my favorite place, Sunshine Foot Massage, they closed, and I'm pissed, right? So Lisa and Lee, if you guys are watching, I miss you guys tremendously. But chances of them watching this video are really small. But oh man, I love that place, right? And then so we still go to the Italian deli next door. So you can get a massage at home in your dreams, dude. Well, I guess so. No. So I have no idea on Lee. Yeah. So I don't even know how to get a hold of the dude. But that dude was the best massage person ever in the history of ever. Those Chinese foot massages were pretty amazing. And then so now it's like, people decide to stay home, and I went to the doctor's office, and I have a sleep apnea, right? So every like couple years you could get a new CPAP machine. And then so I went to go get it. And then they go, okay, we're going to have to give you a home CPAP thing, whatever. And I'm like, okay, awesome. Never came. They're all backed up and everything. I'm like, oh man, you guys suck. It's horrible. So, my stuff is damaged, like my nose pillow and all that stuff. And then so my eyes are dry every morning, right? And then so I had to change service providers. So it's like, everything's getting affected on there. And then so now they're talking about, hey, you could have just called and we could give you a reference. I'm like, whatever, just get me my machine. So let's see. Yeah. So anyways, on this whole COVID-19 thing, right, how it's altering our lives, and a lot of people are losing it, going like, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose my house. I'm going to lose my car. I'm going to whatever. And then some other people, they're styling. Oh, wow. I can't wait till people lose their houses so I could buy it. It's like, wow. It's like, it's amazing how this whole economy works about, when you have a pandemic and it affects like, the whole country. So it comes down to, are you ready? Okay. But what happens is I tell people you always have two choices. You either sit there and wait for the worst to happen, or you adapt and you figure it out. So I'm not saying I came up with all the answers or anything, but what is it? Yeah. But it's like, I know that I'm not going to let this affect me. So I have to work hard at my job. I have to, look after my family and, my friends and my world. Okay. So this isn't the time where if something happened to like some strangers in like, I don't know, in Washington or something, right? And then I don't know who they are. Hey, go fund me this. No, I don't think so. Right. So I learned about it where like, when I didn't have a job last year, that like no one's paying my rent. No one's doing all that kind of stuff. I mean, some people took me out to lunch and everything. I was forever grateful for that. But it's like when you're in your time of need and then you see like who is there for you, right? So yeah, I know some people, they have like misfortune and stuff right now, but when I see them say like, oh, you know, this is this, but I remember on when my time of need was. Am I selfish about it? Yes, I am. All right, CJ, come on down. I'll hire you. You can be my private massage person. Yes, we're a spending thing, but you know what I noticed too? Okay, I'm a spender. Okay, even when I was getting LAUSD teaching money, right? I mean, I always spent my money, and people know that about me. But what happened is during this pandemic, I'm not spending that much on a lot of things, so I'm saving a lot of money, right? I mean, not like, you know, Greg lawyer money, but it's like me just regular, well, above regular teacher pay. And it's just amazing. It's like the difference on when you're like forever living in debt or saving up money. So when my mom wants me to go to Texas, I want to go visit Texas. You know, my mom's there with my sister. And then so instead of having to buy the ticket like a month ahead of time, I bought it yesterday. You know, and I bought the day before Thanksgiving and I come back the day after Thanksgiving. The two busiest days around Thanksgiving, right? And I got my ticket for like $180. I'm like, oh, steal, right? So, yeah, hold on. It's okay, Greg. I know I spend too much, but you know what? I spend money on the people that help me out a lot. Right? So today we save money on lunch. But then tomorrow, my boss is buying me lunch. I got to go to Victorville tomorrow. So if any of you guys, people in the high desert watching, and then you want to hang out, well, tomorrow's not the day because I'm busy, but it's that's where I'm going to be. I know, right? You know what? Okay, just so you guys know, okay, people who don't know who CJ is hot, super hot. And then CJ is willing. She's saying, oh yeah, I'd be the massage person. You know, okay, sure. Why not? Here you go. You got change for 20. But I'm totally kidding. She's busy doing her stuff. She's just my number one fan. But yeah. That's how this whole thing affects us. And then we got to learn how to adjust on the circumstances. So when people were talking about this whole pandemic on how it's going to affect the election and everything, the way people go, it's kind of weird that the country's divided in like between people that want masks and people that don't want masks, right? And so I'm part of the people that don't want masks. I just want to just everybody open up and let's have a good time, right? But it sucks that, okay, so Orange County, I'm an Orange County dude. And then so they were living great. But thing is, they wouldn't let Disneyland open. They let Disney World open. I mean, it's not like I was going to go spend $1,100 on a season pass at Disneyland anyway, right? But it's like I know that, a place like Disneyland stuff, it means a lot to people for their sanity. So I know that a lot of these people are just going crazy. Their whole Disney fix going, oh. Like this. I got these the other day, right? I know. I don't even use Beats. I got these for, my friends are getting married in Mexico. I'm going to that wedding in March, and they're hip hop dancers, and they like Mickey Mouse, and these Beats are on sale. So I got that. Okay, so, but we just got to just get open. It's like, people are worried about their jobs, but they're like, oh, I'm worried about my life, but we need to open up. But so now that it looks like a very good chance that, Biden's going to win, And he says like, oh yeah, we're going to shut down everything and make masks mandatory. And I'm not a big thing on masks being mandatory, because it's like, okay, let's break it down. You know, when Adam and Eve, right? Like Adam's running around naked. It's like, oh, I'm so lonely. And then God makes, okay, this is for the people that believe in God. People that don't believe in God, okay, it's just a fairy tale. I get it. But what happens is he gets lonely, and then out of his rib, you get Eve. And all of a sudden they're hanging out the Garden of Eden, and they're just dancing around naked, just running around, just enjoying themselves. Okay? Don't eat from the fruit of knowledge. If you eat from the fruit of knowledge, you're going to be screwed. Oh, yeah. And what happens? Eve eats it. Oh, my gosh. We're naked, right? So they get the fig leaves and they just cover the bare essentials. Okay? So from then till now, you had like Vogue and like all those things telling us how to wear GQ, and the clothing comes up. You cover up everything from your feet all the way to your gloves, you know, to fingers, whatever. But the thing that never really covered was your face. So when some people, they were, you know, like it just like when people start wearing clothes and stuff, you're like, okay, not a big deal. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool clothes. But when they take their shirt off or something, you're like, oh my gosh, you know, they're naked. Oh, you know, it's like, oh wow, you know, they go barefoot, and some cultures bare feet, like, oh, look at their feet, you know. So because they're not used to it, they expect everyone to be covered. Now, if we start wearing masks every day, right? I kid you not. I hope somebody digs up this video for some reason in like 20 years from now, right? They go, oh my gosh, how did he know this? Because everyone's going to be wearing masks, and it's going to be covered like this. So everyone's just used to seeing each other's eyes, right? One day, people are going to forget what it's like to see people's mouths. And then as soon as you show the mouth, they're like, so they go, ooh, I saw your mouth hole. It's so sexy. It's like, come on, you know? And then, but the thing is, it's like these masks are like underwear for your face. And it's like, did you change your mask today? No, I'm wearing the same mask. Look, I got the mouth stain. You know? It's horrible. It's a horrible thing, right? I'm not gonna sing today. I'm gonna sing on Friday. So you know, I just want us to be normal. But it sucks because people are giving this virus all the attention. As a teacher, you know, when you have that kid that messes around all the time and the teacher says, hey, sit down, and the kid acts up, everyone's just laughing, just giving the kid like energy to like become even more class clown. It's like that. But if you ignore the kid, yeah, eventually it's like, oh, okay, they're not giving me the time of day, right? I'm not saying ignore this virus and die. We're going to die anyway. But it's like when everything that you read, every TV thing you open or whatever, watching, everybody's just talking about how deadly this thing is. You know? It gets old after a little bit. So, you know, people are getting burned out from this. Okay? And then now that they escalated the stuff again, then people are going, oh, here we go again. Here we go again. So there's going to be a lot of arrests and, you know, well, unrest and arrests pretty soon. Because with all these states like shutting down everything, people are getting pissed. Now, thing is, I'm not here to instigate people to, hey, you know what, you guys need to go, yeah, Greg, mouthhole. It's just people. Well, yeah, okay, you know, people are talking about the, you know, respect to the 65-year-olds, okay? But thing is, most people that I talk to that talk to their parents are going to Vegas. Their parents are going like trips and stuff. And then the kids, they're all freaking out. Wait a minute, you might die. They say, yeah, we might die. But thing is, we're not going to be trapped in a hole in our room, you know, just waiting to die. They're going experiencing life. And that's what it should be, you know? Hold on. But you know, so that's my viewpoint on it. And you know, I know some people if they're not going to watch this whole video, they're going to watch like the first part of it and go like, oh, how come you said this? It's like, no, I mean, okay, this one was an instigating one. No one asked me to do this one. I just did this because I thought it's cool that we like, monument like the whole year of the existence of this man-made bug, and hold on. Oh, and get this. Okay, someone brought up Cuomo from New York. Okay, New York is doing horrible. They're like dying. They're like ghost town. But do you know who the highest paid governor in the country is? Cuomo. I heard that on the radio coming here today. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's horrible, right? Great job, man, right? Him and his brother. And then so, I don't know. I mean, if this whole virus thing goes as it goes, right? Maybe the people from New York, they could get advice from the people from New Hampshire on how to like run a state. I mean, there's probably gonna be more people in New Hampshire than New York soon because everybody's leaving, just like everybody's leaving San Francisco, I think, right? And so here's the thing that sucks. Okay, so to get political, Fredo. So here's the thing that sucks. Parasites, right? So what happens is there are people that just go certain places. They get what they want. They mess it up. They go, oh, you know what? This sucks. I'm going to go somewhere else, right? And then they go, oh, wow. And then the people are, yeah, welcome to our place. Oh, yeah, I left L.A. because L.A. was crappy. There's a bunch of homeless people and stuff, whatever. Oh, okay, welcome here. And they take what they want there, mess it up, go another place, go another place, another place, another place. So there's a big migration of all these people that originated in places like New York and LA. And they said, hey, I'm going to go to greener pastures and right? And then so whoever was the person from Texas who came with the marketing idea, you could come from California and live here for a fraction of the price, right? That dude's probably going to get jumped. Someone's going to beat up that person because all these LA people who like didn't like LA, they're going to go over there and make Texas liberal too. So that really sucks. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I hate to say it, but no, I guess I like to say it, right? But it's just, I sometimes you just got to call it like it is, it's like, I don't know. But anyways, yeah. So, like I said, am I going to be one of those people that like debate or, like, oh, I want to debate about this. No, I don't want to debate people, right? Am I doing this on your page? No. Or, am I doing it on somebody else's YouTube channel? No. I mean, you guys could tell me, hey, this is stupid or all you want. It doesn't really matter, And then people could just like, try to cancel culture me and stuff. Go, oh yeah, Shin, he thinks this, whatever. I don't think anything I say is anything that bad, right? I mean, some people would probably get offended. Who knows, right? But I'm not instigating stuff. I'm just telling how I feel. And a lot of people, instead of writing like essays on my wall, I'm just doing a video about it. And then you could tell by how many likes I get on the videos that not too many people see these videos anyway. That's the beauty about it. It's like these hidden gems where it's like, people after the first like minute of like the countdown, people just tune out. They don't want to hear what I have to say. But you guys for right here, yeah. So I guess this is a time where I would go by builders downtown LA promoting. Yeah, Greg, I mean, I guess they could do it, but I don't know why they'd recruit from LA. They should recruit from Orange County, right? Because I can see the Orange County people like enjoying the whole LA lifestyle and stuff like that. But, I don't know. Hopefully the homeless people from LA don't think, oh, yeah, let's move to Texas. Y'all. So we'll see. I mean, I hope that next year I don't do an anniversary of this video, and we're shut down and lockdown curfews and all this stuff. I mean, that wouldn't be the business. I hate curfews. I don't like when people tell me what I can or can't do, and I guess that's probably why I'm single, or probably all the Disney stuff is why I'm single. But it's we have to stand up to all this kind of stuff. Now, am I instigating like Maxine Waters that we should be violent? No, I don't want to do that. That sucks. That's horrible. But apparently that's what people want. That's why they voted her back into office. But I just want us to be able to know that we have to adapt with whatever situation we have and then figure it out. Because there's no changing, the way things go. Every day we wake up and we have certain amount of rules, certain things that happen to us, and then we just got to figure it out. If we sit there and complain about everything, right? Hey, what's up, Jason? If we sit around and complain about the stuff, then you know what? Life's going to pass us by, and then, bad things will happen, whatever. But you know what? We have to adjust and make the most out of it, right? So I'm not going to sit here and let somebody dictate how I'm supposed to work. Okay, I take that back because, I have a boss, okay? Until I become the boss, right? Then, yeah, you got to do what your boss says. Thank God I love my boss. Amazing. Kent Crosby, amazing boss. In the history of bosses, he's amazing. And then, but when people tell you like when you could go outside or inside or whatever, it's like that's horrible, right? I don't want anybody to have to. Oh yeah, thanks, Jason. He says he's not agreeing with me. He's just confirming that's why I'm still single. Yes, it's true, but thanks, Greg. But you know what? One day it's gonna change. Well, we'll see. I almost started singing the song, but no, we'll save the songs for Friday. But anyways, in the meantime, don't let all this whole thing throw you out of whack. It's like it's something that's been placed in our lives that we just didn't want, right? And then I'm not going to use any type of examples on what you have in your life that you don't want, but this is one of them. Okay. No, I do not work at Lakeview. I work at Virtual Academy now. So I am I am on a teaching staff of one. It's me, and I teach at the moment 66 kids. So when all you guys go back to school, I will be still here, right? Oh, get this. I forgot to tell you the whole thing about like being social in a lockdown. Okay. Now, I want to be encouraging to all my single friends out there. I'm not doing this whole thing like, yeah, all my single girlfriends out there, hey, call me up, whatever, my number. No, it's not that kind of thing. It's just, I remember when the whole mask thing started happening and we're thinking like, gosh, it feels hard enough to find a date without a mask. What's going to be like now with the mask, right? You're like, oh man. So it's like, what, people are going to like me for what? My personality? Why'd you get sent to Victor? Okay. So what happened is when I'm going on all these lines and stuff like this, I realized that like dating with a mask on is like going to a big Halloween party. Okay. You have no idea what the people really look like. But then, when you talk and stuff, then, you get a good grasp on like, if you get along or whatever. Okay. But you could tell by their costume and stuff, but they just have little, they're wearing like a sexy outfit, but they're wearing a Zorro mask. You could kind of tell. Right. But the thing is, for me, I have my mask on. And if you know me in real life, you know that I usually wear, just basketball shorts and then, shoes with my socks, shows my ashy legs, and maybe a tight t-shirt that I had like forever, and the mask in my Paddington Bear hat, right? So it's not like model is like portraying out of my body language, you know? So I'm just a personality. But what happened is I'm doing pretty well on meeting people, because when I talk to the people, I actually got a couple dates. It was strange, because yeah, you know, like when like little kids, they're all shy and stuff, but then you put a mask on them, they get all bold and whatever. Thing is, I'm bold normally without a mask, but then when I had the mask and stuff like this, is talking, you know, yeah, da da da, and I'm thinking the strategy of like, you know, these other people, you know, they're not going out that much and they're not meeting people either. So if you find out they're single, it's like, why not? Let's quarantine together. Let's go wear our masks and go to, you know, Newsom's restaurants where you guys could eat without a mask, right? So that one, I realized that it is possible to meet other people at when you're in these type of masks and stuff. So whether I'm at Korean barbecue on the street by a bus stop, or I go to Costco and someone likes my mask and they want one, they come meet me to the car and ends up they're, you know, they're an adult actress, or you're hanging out, just going on your walk and you just sit on the park bench and all of a sudden some random person just sits next to you. It's like, it's just weird that you just do it. Because, you know, like I said, you have two choices. You either say hi or you don't. So I just said hi. Hold on. Fourth. Well, here's another thing. This is off topic, but MFS Kepta. Most people, when they leave my class, they don't realize how much they miss my class. Some people, they like, oh, I hate your class. I hate your class. I can't wait to get out. And they get older. It's like, oh, you know what? That class was pretty fun. Yeah, I got it. Sing for me all by myself. All right. Well, I don't know. I kind of like it that this video is not monetized. Well, it is. But then as soon as I sing the wrong song, then it gets blocked by a lot of countries. But you know what? I think that'd be pretty good. Why not? Just for the 7 people who are watching. How many people are watching? I'll sing it on Friday. Hey, just so you know, I'm coming back early from Thanksgiving so I could sing on Friday night. And when my mom hears that right now, she's going to be pissed. Sorry, Mom. But anyways, I came back because CJ wants to hear me sing. All right? Anyways, I think that's about it. I'm going to go. I've been talking. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I've been talking for a while. I gotta go, and then I have to take care of some business. But I have something really big that's going to happen in January, and then I'll probably talk about that next Wednesday. It's probably the biggest thing that I ever even came up with out of my wildest dreams, and it's something that it was just the most simple idea, but we're going to change the world. So me and, Harold the Handyman, of course, and Jose the Handyman, right? So I'm doing an event that is going to be so mind-blowing. We'll see. All right? But anyways, don't sweat about being stressed about whether you're going to die or not, live in fear. Don't do that. My whole thing is I don't want anyone to live in fear. I want you to enjoy yourselves. And yes, people may get sick. People will get sick, but some people won't get sick. And then if you get the flu, don't think that you have coronavirus. The other day, my nose was runny. I'm like, oh my gosh, coronavirus. I went to the doctor. Dude, you have allergies. Great. Okay. So don't be paranoid. Enjoy and be stress-free. Anyways, I will talk to you. Thanks for joining in for Worldwide Wednesday. I'll see you next week. Friday, actually. Friday.